What's up, beautiful people? Trust your intuition because I promise you it magnetized you right to this particular reading for a reason. We're going to find out where you're going to be 1 year from now. So I've chosen charms for each of these groups in this pick a card reading, and we're going to get into it. So for group one, we've got the teapot here. So if you feel the energy of tea, or English breakfast tea, or a teapot, maybe you're into China sets right now, this would definitely be the group to go for. So group number one, teapot energy. Group number two, we've got a zodiac sign here. So this looks like Aries. Yes, Aries energy. So maybe you are an Aries. Maybe you're just feeling this energy for whatever reason. If you are, go for group two. Group three, we've got another zodiac here. Gemini. You could be a Gemini. Maybe you're feeling something around Gemini season happening. Maybe you've got Gemini placements. Whatever the case may be, if you are vibing with the Gemini squad, go for group three. Group four, we've got the love, courage, adventure charm. So maybe you're feeling any one of those vibes. Loving energy, courageous energy, adventurous energy, whatever the case may be. If you are vibing with this particular charm, go for group four. And as you're deciding between groups, keep in mind the question, where will I be 1 year from now? So take a moment, pause the video, feel out which group is calling you in, which one you feel the most gravitated towards, and I will see you in your reading. What's up, group one? We're about to find out where you will be 1 year from now, so let's get into it. So you guys resonated the most with the teapot. I'm getting English energy and Chinese energy. This looks like an English teapot, but I'm also getting China vibes, like China sets. So some of you could literally be in China. Maybe you have Chinese heritage. Some of you could be in England. Maybe you have English heritage. But I definitely am getting an otherworldly energy, more of a foreign kind of vibe with this. Maybe you already live in England. Maybe you already live in China. I feel like if that is the case, I think you're going to be even more enmeshed in the culture than you already are. But yeah, also I'm getting something about calming energy. Tea is almost like a tranquilizer. It stabilizes, it calms. I feel like there's something about stabilizing the nervous system, which tea is really beneficial for. So there could be something about you just kind of getting your guru on. But let's see more, group one. Where will group one be 1 year from now? So I'm hearing to start with the tarot. So I shall. My Celtic Spirit Tarot. So we have the Nine of Spirits. Spirit is actually the fifth suit in this deck. They've got 5 suits. So this is all about fulfillment. So in reverse, there's this energy of maybe feeling unfulfilled, or there's something yet to be accomplished. Ooh, we've got the Empress, my favorite card, Divine Feminine. She's the ultimate attractor, receiver, creatrix. She's the queen of all queens. Always gets what she wants because she's a beautiful manifester. And then we have the Six of Swords, Aquarius energy. By the way, the Empress is Taurus and Libra energy associated with Venus. Yeah, so this is all about moving into a safe space. I'll be your safe space. All right, so I feel like you know what I'm getting to? I can't help but look at this and see a fetus. It looks like a fetus. I don't know why, but I'm getting that vibe. I'm also getting kind of a quotation mark kind of energy, or an apostrophe. I don't know why that's coming through, but it is. Some of you could end up pregnant because the Empress is also a mother. Or trying. Maybe it's in reverse because you've been trying, but to no avail. But group one, I do think that if you are trying to get pregnant, it will come to fruition with the Empress in the middle and the Six of Swords. And if you tried and, maybe there's been a loss of some sort, my heart is definitely with you. But I do see that there possibly could be a baby on the horizon, but I see you moving into, like a safe space. It's almost like, I don't know if you're rescuing yourself. Let's get a little bit more into this. All right. Interconnected. I'm getting a baby energy. right? That's kind of how it is when a baby's in the womb. You're interconnected. But there could also be something with your lungs, your voice. I'm getting something, it's funny, it's showing lungs, but I'm getting something with your vocal cords, because that's what gives your vocal cords power, is your lungs, your ability to breathe. There could be something about breath work. I'm getting a breathe easy energy with the Six of Swords and interconnected. And the lungs, like breathe easy. I feel like you're moving into another zone. I'm getting that with the Six of Swords. I'm getting that again with the teapot, the kind of foreign vibes. Even with interconnected, you might have homes in multiple places. Ooh, we have manifest, momentum, 52. I'm getting something. This is so funny because we're talking about a year from now. 52 weeks are in a year. So there's something about, I feel like a year from now, who knows, maybe you're going to be a taxi driver. You could be in NYC, New York City. It's funny, I'm looking at the dice, 7, 3, and 4. I'm hearing 7 days a week. I feel like you're working hard to get to this new spot. I feel like a lot of you are moving. Seems like you might be moving to a city. Some of you could be Uber drivers or Lyft drivers. I'm getting something with the driver vibe here. And then we have abundance. Okay. Some of you might, and especially with the Empress, she's got kind of like these leaves coming from her. It's a very sprouty kind of energy. Things are springing up from the ground. Some of you could be into herbalism or gardening. So I feel like that's on the horizon for you, because not only does abundance mean a lot of money, a lot of wealth, I feel like abundance is in terms of, what we consume. Do we have a healthy fruit available? That's abundance in and of itself. So I feel like there's something about, I'm getting motherhood, but also like healthy eats, healthy consummation, like what you're putting in your body. I don't know if that's the right word, consumption, consummate. I'm hearing like consummate the marriage. That can't be, maybe that's a message, right? Maybe that's how we end up with this kind of baby energy. Group 1, I gotta get a little bit more particular. This feels all over the place. All right, where is group 1 gonna be 1 year from now? Whatever you're doing, I see you being very successful at it with abundance coming out. Group 1, 1 year from now. Where will group 1 be 1 year from now? Where will group 1 be 1 year from now? I didn't want to take that one because it didn't feel right, but this one does. We've got matchmaker. Ooh, okay. So some of you could be playing matchmaker. Someone might be playing matchmaker for you. Okay, we're going to get another one. Group 1, 1 year from now. Put it back in, I just heard. Group 1, 1 year from now. Where will group 1 be 1 year from now? Pilot or flight attendant. So very cut and dry. Some of you could be a pilot or a flight attendant. Maybe some of you are in, is it flight school? I don't know what you call that exactly. But I'm also getting something of service. Even with the mother, even if you're a stay-at-home mom, you're in service to your children. If you're a pilot or a flight attendant, you're in service to those passengers on the plane. If you're a matchmaker, you're in service to your clients who are looking for love. It feels like, or if you're an Uber driver, you're in service to the, I'm getting something with the word passenger. Even with the Six of Swords, the pilot or the flight attendant, the car right here. I feel like even with like the mother energy and the fetus, it's like a fetus is kind of a passenger in the mom's belly awaiting their arrival on Earth. This definitely is giving that you're moving, you're going somewhere. I don't know if this is a lot of vacations. I don't know if you're literally switching locations. Maybe you have a job where it requires you to be on the move constantly. Maybe that's literally, the flight attendant or a driver. But I feel like there's something about being on the move. It's funny, I mentioned your vocal cords and we have vocal artist right here. So some of you could be singers. Some of you might really like to use your voice. and that's your strong suit. Let me get this a little bit more even for you guys. Here we go. All right. Give me more for group 1. Where they're going to be 1 year from now. Group 1. Where will group 1 be 1 year from now? Where will group 1 be 1 year from now? We have water, ease and flow, which kind of makes sense with the Six of Swords. It's like a steady move into a refuge or a respite area. So I feel like wherever you are, you're definitely not on the run. You're feeling really good. You're feeling really calm. You're feeling really well paced. The tempo is just right. I just heard. It's funny. We kind of have this kettle kind of energy coming out, and we've also got that teapot. I feel like there's something about watering your garden, watering your growth, watering, I'm hearing where you come from. We have the amethyst, calm and wise. And I mentioned that with the teapot. It's all about tranquility. I think your crown chakra is going to be going off. I think the amethyst is the color of the crown chakra and the third eye chakra, right? Those higher chakras, those deeper colors. Yeah. I'm definitely feeling like there's it almost feels like there's a lot of revelations, but it seems like you're taking them in stride, right? There's no tower moment that I see. There's not, it's almost just like you're kind of going with the flow and things naturally pan out. All right, let me grab these cards over here. 1 year from now, where will group 1 be? I'm feeling like you're just loving life, like you're in one of the easiest times of your life. I don't know if it's because like maybe you just had a baby, or you're specifically dedicating yourself to living a very peaceful life. Like no matter what, peace is my home. And however that looks is however that looks. It's like peace is the goal. Possibly a resolution for 2026. Where's group 1 going to be 1 year from now? We have one-sided story, 88. Perspective from only one viewpoint. Bias, unfairness, neglects, counter arguments. One-sided story. Interesting. Okay. I feel like there's more to that. I'm going to put this one right here, actually. And then I'm going to take there's so many cards in this deck. I think there's like 240 that I have to literally do this in 2 different increments. All right, group 1, I just saw 1111 as the card comes out 1 year from now. Ooh, I love it. Bright future, 97. Optimistic outlook, hopeful, positive possibilities. Future looks successful and promising, fulfilled, which is actually the 9 of Spirit when it's upright is all about fulfillment. So I feel like you're going to be in a really good place, pouring from your own cup. Maybe that's what the teapot also symbolizes, pouring from your own cup. So 9 and 7 breaks down to 16, 9 plus 7. And then 8 and 8 is also 16. So maybe, I don't know, maybe you have a kid that's turning 16 and it's going to be their sweet 16. 1 and 6 breaks down to a 7, which is all about enlightenment. 7 is a very magical number. It's a very high vibrational number, which I got the 7 on the taxi, right? We have the dice that add up to 7. So I feel like 7 is very significant. You could be seeing 888 a lot, or 777, which I'm hearing play the lottery if you keep seeing 777. But I almost feel like there's something you're leaving behind with the 6 of Swords and the one-sided story. And I feel like you're leaving behind anyone that wants to give you grief, wants to give you shit. Like, that's not fair. You have to do this, that, and the other. And I feel like you're like, no, I'm choosing me. I'm just choosing me, and I'm choosing my own cup to fill from. So this feels like, yeah, you're focusing on your own growth. You're focusing on watering your own garden. All right, let's get another card or two. before we go into the spirit messages. 1 year from now for group 1. Where will group 1 be 1 year from now? Beauty ritual. Yeah, especially with the Empress coming out, I feel like some of you could be beauty influencers, so maybe that resonates, but I feel like there's also this energy of, I'm like struggling with where I want to put this. I think I want to put it up here. There's also an energy of self-care, self-soothing. Some of you could be massage therapists. That just came to mind. A masseuse. But I feel it's funny because I feel like you're taking it so easy, but you're also manifesting so much money from taking it easy. We've got sing. Ooh. So yeah, remember we had vocal artists too? Because I feel like some of you, that's you living your best, easiest life is just singing, being happy. I feel like maybe I need to take that out. And look, we also have under that discoverer of worlds outside of worlds. It's also giving baby in the womb energy. So again, some of you are becoming mothers and or parents. Some of you are becoming matchmakers. Some of you are going to be Uber drivers, Lyft drivers. Some of you are artists, vocal artists. But I see that no matter what you're choosing, you're living your best life. You're taking it easy. The tempo is slow. It's smooth. It's easy. I'm hearing slow is smooth and smooth is fast. All right. Okay, I really like that. I'm going to take out another charm for you. Group 1. What does group 1 need to see about where they're going to be 1 year from now? I'm feeling. Ooh, the only one you need, I just heard. The bench. The bench is all about taking it slow, taking it easy. You sit on a bench when you're trying to get some respite, a little bit of rest, a little bit of a rest stop, trying to just chill out. So there's something about taking it easy, assessing. I'm getting kind of therapist energy with that, but I see a lot of you are just living your dreams and it's going so well for you. So I love that so much for you, group 1. I'm going to break out a spirit message. Feels like you need one. We have the pomegranate, which is usually all over the Empress. Your story is not over. I'm hearing it's only just beginning, and I feel like you're moving. I don't know. It's my dog wanted to make a move. Okay, so there could be a thunderous move anytime something crazy happens in a reading. I'm like, okay, that was meant to be. So there could be something about moving. Maybe that was confirmation. Maybe there's going to be like a lot of like upheaval. Interesting. But again, I feel like you're taking everything in stride. So I love to see this, group 1. This is so powerful. This is you living your best life and just everything happening and working out for you and manifesting for you. Beautiful. So thank you so much for being a part of this reading. If you are interested in more pick a card readings like this, I have a Patreon entirely devoted to that. So if that interests you, go check it out. It's in my description box below. You can also book a personally curated reading with me, very customized to you and your situation, your vibration, your gyration, right? So tune in, tap in. We're going to tap into your calibration and see what's going on. So if that interests you, yeah, head on over to themoonempress.com, also my Etsy, and my email, 333theempress@gmail.com. I love you so much, group 1. Thank you for being here, and I will talk to you later. What's up, my beauties from group 2? Trust your intuition, because we're about to find out what's going on with you guys 1 year from now. So you guys resonated with this Aries charm. So I actually have a few different zodiac charms in my charm bowl. I guess I was going to say kit. I was like, that's not quite right, but in my charm bowl. And it's interesting because I pulled out 2 different zodiacs. One was silver with no little animal backing, right? Just showed the Gemini sign. But for you guys, you actually do have your Aries ram, if you are an Aries, or the Aries ram, I should say, depicted here. So I feel like there's something with very feisty energy, sassy energy I almost want to say angsty, ambitious energy, going for it energy, go, go, go. I'm also getting that, you know, because Aries is the start of the zodiac. So they're also known as the child of the zodiac. There could be something about a child entering your reality within the next year. There could be something about you being very adventurous. It's all about the self too with Aries. So there could be some self-enlightenment. But let's see in particular what's going on with this energy. Yeah, some of you could be an Aries. Some of you might have Aries placements. Some of you might just feel the vibe of Aries energy. I also feel something is going down during Aries season, late March throughout April of 2026, because we're talking about within the next year what's going on. So let's see. Ten of Cauldrons, Pisces energy for group 2, aka the Ten of Cups, the Strength card, Leo energy. It's in reverse, and the Page of Swords in reverse. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So, Ten of Cups is a happily ever after. This is what we want. This is like what we strive towards with the Suit of the Cups. So, I feel like things are, some of you are getting married, some of you are having children because, you know, there's kids in the background. There's a happy couple here. This is the white picket fence life. The quintessential white picket fence life. And then we have the Strength card in reverse though. So sometimes in reverse, I get more of a cowardly energy than strength energy, or something you just can't keep carrying anymore. Then we have the Page of Swords in reverse. So this can be a lack of communication because the Page of Swords is a communicator. This is a messenger. It's also kind of a little bit of a lurker, a looker. I felt like that was an alliteration. A little bit of a lurker. A looker. But we're in reverse, so maybe there's a miscommunication going on. Okay, I need more on that. I feel like that could go a million different directions. I'm like, let me get a handle on this. Okay. Ooh, we have rebirth. Group 2, I do feel like there's a baby coming in, or there's some sort of an energy where you're completely flipping the script or doing something different, or there's just like a new energy on the horizon. And then we've got, ooh, in your bag, we love to see this, number 32. Some of you could be 32, you're turning 32. And we've got shadow work. Okay. A lot of different energies here. So I do think that you're doing a lot of internal work, a lot of inner work, and I think it's leading to a revelation of sorts, a rebirth of sorts. Some of you are literally giving birth or having a baby come in. Some of you, I think it could be a rebirth of your business or a restructuring. I feel like there's a lot of inner work going on here. But I keep looking at the tarot cards because I feel like there is a happily ever after for you, but with the Strength card in reverse and the Page of Swords in reverse, I'm getting like a miscommunication that has gone kind of haywire. Okay, let's get a little bit more. Group 2, 1 year from now. What's going on? Where will group 2 be 1 year from now? What's the energy for group 2 1 year from now? I'm hearing give it another shuffle. Group 2 1 year from now. Let's talk about this rebirth or this internal revelation. There could also be a heavy message that you don't want to deliver to somebody. Maybe that's what the Strength card is doing in reverse. It's like, I don't have the strength to give you this news, or I don't know if it's bad news necessarily. Or maybe you forget to tell I don't know. Let's see. We have warmth, kindness, and embrace. Ooh, and look, it's like two, I don't know what these little guys are. They look like possums or what do you call those? With the spikes. Porcupines. I don't know if that's porcupine. I don't know. But I'm focused on the fact that there's a little one here. Kindness and embrace. So some of you might be embracing a little one in your reality soon. Okay. Interesting. I keep saying group 2 and thinking there's 2. So I don't know. Maybe there's a set of twins coming in, or you're going to have 2 kids. I don't know. Maybe another one's going to make 2 in your family. So we also have the 2 kids on the 10 of Cups. Oh my God. Spring equinox, newness and fertility. I mean, some of you are definitely giving birth or getting pregnant. Some of you are, I feel like there's a pregnancy with a business within your bag, because I feel like things kind of keep coming back to like family, the self, and money. I think it's funny we have spring equinox because I guess, well, let me see. Is that Aries season? It's like the end of Pisces, beginning of Aries. It's like March 21st, right? 22nd, 23rd. Yeah, that's like entering Aries season. So there's something about the spring that I want you to keep in mind. If you take nothing else from this reading, keep in mind the springtime of next year, because I think that is when this rebirth is going to make itself known, whether it's a pregnancy, whether you just have this amazing blueprint plan for restructuring your business. I'm hearing put all of those back in. Okay. Spirit's like, no, we're getting particular here. We're not shuffling by default. All right, group 2, 1 year from now. We have textile and fashion design. So some of you literally could be fashion designers. That might be your, what did I want to say, drug of choice. Maybe some of you really like are very into it and it feels like a drug. Like I gotta make this brand new leather jacket. It's gonna be so hot and sexy. But yeah, I feel like that could be the work. Maybe some of you are just getting into like design or sewing or being a seamstress, and that's the rebirth that's taking place here. You're learning a new skill set. Group 2. Let's get more for group 2. 1 year from now. Could also be something about sewing things together. Group 2, 1 year from now. What do they need to know about where they're going to be? Where will group 2 be 1 year from now? Let's get the clear energy going on here. Sculptor. It feels like something is being created. Yeah, it feels like something is very much being created here. And I feel like you're the one sculpting everything, group 2. Like you're the one that's calling the shots about when, how, where, why we're doing this. Of course, some of you could literally be sculptors. Some of you could literally be fashion designers, but I feel like there's something more metaphysical about this. Let's talk more about it. Group 2. Where is group 2 going to be 1 year from now? Sailing above drama. That's what we like to see. 201. Staying unbothered and keeping your peace. Not getting involved no matter how much they try. Ooh. And I think that's the shadow work that you're doing. You're not letting anything really get to you. Look, on the bottom, we have shared ancestry, which is giving child, parent to a child. So I do think a child is on the horizon, or at least something that you're deeply thinking about as a possibility for yourself, for your family. Group 2, 1 year from now. Oh my goodness. Where is group 2? Felt like that one wanted to come out. Gonna be 1 year from now. Number 8, home run, hitting it out of the park. Grand slam, strength and power. Hello, we have strength. Getting around safely, success. This is feeling like you are about to be very successful, group 2. Like things are just working out so well for you in business. Things are working out really well for you in terms of family life, in terms of maybe potentially having children. It just feels like things are really going well. Put this right here. Smooth sailings. I'm going to get a couple more before we go into the charms and the spirit messages. Some of you literally might have a kid in baseball that's like, Mom, I want to be on the baseball team. Or Dad, I want to be on the baseball team. And you're like, all right, like this is the year. Maybe they're turning 8 because we have 8 on that card. Maybe you want to, I don't know, I'm getting like Little League, or someone wants to start a like at night baseball team for adults or something. Maybe you're going to join a sailing group, the sailing team. Oh my God, connect with your womb. Group 2, there's so much about fertility, rebirth, children. Some of you are definitely having kids within the next year, or as I said, deeply thinking about it. Like it's going to be like a big thing for you. I don't think you take having children lightly, but maybe you do, and maybe that's why you're like, I'm meant to be a parent. I'm meant to be a mom. I'm meant to be a dad. So you're either getting pregnant or someone's so I almost said someone's getting you pregnant, dear. Or yeah, I mean, if you're a dad, you're getting someone pregnant, or I should say a man. But I feel like this could also be, again, like a birthing of a business. This could be the birthing of a different type of blueprint, right? Maybe before you used to get enmeshed in drama or find yourself in the middle of it somehow. Drama found you or trouble found you. But I feel like it's different this time. It's like, okay, I'm going to sail above that and I'm going to focus on my family, my wellness. Maybe you're even like setting up this good business energy for family. We have look for fairies. Oh my gosh. I love this because fairies have been coming into my reality so much. I keep seeing so much about fairies. Some of you might be 30 in the next year, or you are 30 now, but I definitely feel like there's fairies on your side. There's good angelic energy. There's good fun energy. There's kind of like mysticism with fairy energy. It's funny, there's a fairy card in this deck too. I'm almost shocked it didn't come out, but it kind of looks like this. But I definitely think that even with the butterfly there, it symbolizes transformation, rebirth from a caterpillar. There's something about growth in here, like big growth, expansion with the family and everything. Group 2, I'm really loving this. Be mindful of the spring, because I feel like that's when this might happen. Group 2, the next year. Be kind. I love it. I'm hearing take a second one. And I feel like it's almost a message of like, be the mother, be the father that you would want. Because I think there's something about like being in practice of kindness for when you have a baby and you're very nurturing and like the ultimate parent. Here, and take this one. Somehow I knew it was going to be the one with the little girl on it. Okay, so I have 2 charms that look like this. One is like a postcard and one's the image of this little girl, which is not a coincidence with all of this childlike energy. So maybe you're not even having kids, but someone close to you is. And I feel like you're going to be a pivotal part of that child's life. You might be like the funkle or the fun aunt that they look up to. All right. Group 2. What is group 2? I feel like I'm touching it. Need to see for the next year. A clover. Friends. Friends could be having a baby. Maybe you're planning a baby shower for a friend. I feel like you're making new friends as you coast along here. Maybe the strength card in reverse too, and the page of swords is like you're afraid of the message you get. Maybe you find out you're pregnant. Maybe that's what it is. It's like you find out you're going to be a family and you're like, oh my God, I don't know how to take this. I don't know if I'm cut out for this. But you definitely are group 2. You absolutely are. I feel like there's some news that's kind of turning your world upside down, but it's going to expand it in the best way possible ultimately. So I hope this resonated. I'm hearing to take 2, and I'm looking at the one that I want to take. You are coming into your own power. Embrace it. This is the cougar. Some of you could be cougars. Maybe you're a cougar having a baby by a guy much younger. But I definitely feel like there's something about being a powerful woman, or even if you're a man watching this, there's something about being a powerful parent. So I hope that resonated with you guys. I love this so much for you. Yeah, things are coming together. I keep looking at textile and fashion design. Yeah, interesting. If you would love to see more pick a cards like this, I have an entire Patreon dedicated to it, so go check that out. It's in the description box. If you would like a personally curated reading for your situation, your vibration, your gyration, then we're going to attune it to your calibration. Okay. So find me on themoonempress.com. You can book there. You can book on Etsy, and you can book through my email, 333theempress@gmail.com. So whatever floats your boat, go literally, or your sails, go that way. But thank you so much for being here, group 2, and I will catch you in another reading very, very soon. What's up, group 3? Trust your intuition, because I promise you, you are here for a reason. Let's find out what's going on over the next year, where you're going to be this time next year. So you guys went ahead and resonated the most with the Gemini charm, which is so interesting because Gemini is the 3rd house. You're group 3. So some of you literally could be Geminis, and subconsciously this is just the one you went for. But Gemini is the communicator of the zodiac. So there could be something about your voice, communication, that's going to be really, really powerful, positive within the next year. You're going to be a voice of the ages by this time next year. All right, we have the 4 of Swords in reverse. Okay. 4 of Swords is Libra energy. We've got the Fool, Aquarius energy, and we've got the 3 of Stones, aka the 3 of Pentacles, which is Capricorn energy. Okay. So the 4 of Swords upright is about taking a rest, or a respite, a bit of a break. So in reverse, this is kind of like your mind is all over the place. You're like, what is going on? And then we have the Fool, very scatterbrained energy with the 4 of Swords in reverse. The Fool is about taking a leap of faith. It's about starting something new. It's the Fool's journey. So I almost feel it's giving like erratically, or having your mind really scattered and you're like, fuck it, I'm just going to do it. That's what this is giving. But you land in a spot where amongst a team, or you're collaborating with other people. This is like getting the blueprint down for something. So I feel like you're going ahead with some type of a strategy. You could be finding your soul tribe, collaborating with different people. Let's get more. Okay, group 3. We've got the liminal space. Ooh, okay. The space between realms. I was going to say something about sleeping too with the 4 of Swords in reverse, because upright, this is like taking a nap, taking it easy. I want to get more before I start talking about the liminal space, because it could be that you're starting some type of a soul tribe, or I'm getting like a group trio energy with the 3 of Stones. As it relates to metaphysics or otherworldly energy. We have the big picture, 3-3. 3 is definitely a big number for you. You might be seeing 3-3 a lot over the next year. Group 3, I almost called you Gemini. Some of you are Geminis. But 33, this is Christ consciousness. This is the highest consciousness there is, ascended master energy, which means you're very high vibrational, or moving into a very high vibrational state. I feel like there's something too with the big picture, and it kind of makes sense with the 3 of Stones. I almost want to put it on this side, because I feel like you're getting the shape of something. You're trying to figure out something. And then we have stuck. Yeah, and I think you're trying to get off of stuck. That's why we have the 4 of Swords in reverse. It's like, I don't want to just sit here chilling, not knowing what the fuck is going on, and be in the same spot for the next year. I feel like there's just this leap of faith that I'm getting. Even if it kills me, which I don't think it's killing you. I think it's just, yeah, there's something about seeing from a higher perspective. Let's get more for group 3. 4 and 8 is 12, by the way. 1 and 2 breaks down to a 3. So 333 is definitely a number you're seeing a lot over the next year. Something could also happen by Gemini season, right? So late May to, well, I don't want to say early June, but throughout June is Gemini season. Let's get more for group 3. We have tea magic. Ooh, this reminds me of the teapot on the first group. We have friendship and community, which totally goes with the Three of Stones, the Three of Pentacles there. So I do think you're finding your soul tribe. I feel like there's two people in addition to you that you're either hanging out with a lot or you're meeting. So there's either two friends that you already have or you're going to be making over the next year that it's kind of feeling like your soul tribe here. We have gratitude. I'm going to take this one out too because it felt like it wanted to come out. Gratitude, thank and receive. So I think you're going to be blessed with a lot of abundance or a lot of things to be grateful for. And then we have meditation, stillness, and ease, which kind of goes with that liminal space energy. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting like the big chill kind of energy. Black candle, caution, reflection. I'm getting, it's funny, going from the Four of Swords to the Fool, especially the Four of Swords in reverse. It's giving like, fuck it, I'm just going to go and take a leap of faith. And I feel like that's why the universe is like, caution, wait a minute, look both ways before crossing. And even on the other side, we have earth, ground, embrace. So I feel like it's funny because I feel like you're still very much of this earthly realm. Don't let this card freak you out. But I feel like you're becoming even more enlightened than you've ever been, group 3. I feel like there's an energy of being the highest version of yourself, the most grateful version of yourself. And I actually think gratitude is what's helping you move along. Gratitude for your journey and also thinking about how tremendous your journey could be and is going to be. We have the witch, the wicked, and the wizard. Okay. So some of you are definitely into the metaphysical spiritual space. And as you know, gratitude begets more gratitude. So I think the more that you focus on this gratitude, receiving thankful energy, you're going to be receiving a lot of abundance. You're going to be in your highest state of consciousness. And I think you're going to find that you can create anything. You can be anything. You can do anything. You can have anything. Look at this. We've got guided meditation instructor. And it's crazy. We have meditation is not like a normal word that appears on cards. So I definitely think there's something about you being, I don't want to say a meditator. I think you're definitely going to be heavy into meditation, but I also think there's an energy of you maybe being a guru or kind of guiding people in meditation or guiding people on the spiritual path. I feel like you're a spiritual guide. It's giving guru. All right. Group 3, if I could grab this deck. Okay, let's see what else is coming through for you. What's going to be happening within the next year? It's funny that we have stuck, and then we also have this energy of being grounded through the meditations or the meditative cards. And I think that's so funny because it's almost like a completely different mindset. One, you're just sitting there not doing anything. Actually, in both, you're sitting there not doing anything. But there's a lot more going on upstairs when you're meditating versus when you're feeling stuck. So it feels like there's something about having your mind be more expanded or even thinking on a higher level than, I don't know, meditation is kind of like the absence of thought though. So I feel like you're visualizing a lot. I'm kind of getting that with the big picture. But it's funny. Like I said, it's like your same stance almost on both cards sitting there, but completely different energies going on upstairs. Group 3. Where's group 3 going to be in a year? What's the energy for group 3? We have tragic comedy. I feel like I want to take both of these out. I'm going to put this back in because I'm hearing to put it back in. Not because I don't want to take it, but if it comes out again, it's meant to come out. It just didn't feel genuine the way that it came out. Sometimes I have to feel like a click for the card to come out. Like that. Hellboy. Ooh, 49. Toxic lover, can't resist even if it's not good for you. Bad boy girl, irresistibly bad. Guilty pleasure. So maybe that's what you're getting away from. Stuck on stupid with the Hellboy, the Hellraiser. I feel like there's something about taking it easy, but it's funny because when you're taking it so easy and feeling so meditative and in a higher state, I do find that that's when a lot of moths are attracted to the flame, right? Like, people start approaching you and you're like, I don't even want to be bothered by you. Fuck boys come up to you and you're like, nope, I'm practicing my peace. And I feel like that's kind of what you're being tested with. Like, your vibration is, it's almost, I don't want to say the word tested, but it's almost like this is the practice, working on your vibration when other people interrupt it. Because that's how you end up feeling stuck. Group 3. And maybe that is the tragic comedy, that card that did come out. I'm hearing I need to shuffle these. Okay. But this feels very chill. I feel like you're working on something too. I'm looking at the 3 of Stones and then the Witch, the Wicked, and the Wizard. It feels like you're definitely... It could even be building a community. Peace offering, 125. Someone reaches out to make amends, tries to restore harmony, seeking peace. That could be the Hellraiser, the Hellboy. 25 makes me think of this year's energy, plus the 1 makes me think of next year, 26. So there could be a lot of, a lot of peace going on. I feel like that's what you're protecting. You're protecting your peace. And I do feel like people want to come in and kind of like fuck with you a little bit, because they're like, I don't want to say intentionally, because, you know, you're being so mindful, you're being so insightful in this headspace where you're very high vibrational. I don't think that's intentionally why. I think that's subconsciously why people keep approaching you. And maybe even on some bullshit. I feel like you're a healer without having that as a job title. Okay. We have deep breathing. Some of you could be doing breath work. I mean, look at this. We have the liminal space, higher realms, space between realms, higher consciousness with the deep breathing, guided meditation instructor, meditation. I mean, it's literally all over this. 19 is also the number of the sun card. So I feel like there's a lot of joy coming over the next year. You're choosing joy a lot. And I feel like you're choosing joy because you chose your peace. And then we have dance. So there's some fun here. And I'm getting something about divine timing. 18 and 19. Things are happening in divine order exactly as they should be. Interesting. So I see a lot of stillness, but it's funny. We have a lot of stillness meditation, but then we also have this energy of like dance, have fun, live your life in the best way possible. It's just like you are protecting yourself, which I so love. And it's funny, I said Geminis are the communicators of the zodiac, but I don't see much communication. I actually see, maybe it's communication with your higher self. And it could be with your, you know, you as a teacher to students that are coming towards you. All right, let's get a charm or two for group 3. What do they need to see about where they're going to be over the next year? Group 3. Is this another zodiac? Ooh, this is Pisces. Pisces is the fish. Pisces is all about intuition. I feel like there's a big message about a guru, a shaman, a guide. It just feels like there's something about spiritual awakening, but almost like teach it. Okay. Something could happen by Pisces season. Maybe, you know, you start taking classes and then get certified by Gemini season. Pisces season, by the way, is late February throughout March. Most of March anyway. We're going to get a spirit message. She conquers who endures. And I feel like that's funny because I feel like you're enduring a lot, or some people that are trying to come into your path, causing chaos, causing drama, they're your bitch, right? Because you're conquering them. I feel like this is all about taking it easy, realizing that you can be in the same position in very different headspaces. You could be sitting and feeling stuck, or you could be sitting and feeling so enlightened, so high, so insightful. And I feel like that's where it is. That's where the magic is. So yeah, you're going to be drinking a lot of tea. I feel you could literally have like a little bit of a joint. I feel like there's a lot of herbalism in here, and there's also a lot of breath work. There's a lot of meditative energy. Group 3, this is like the ultimate metaphysical reading. I love this so much for you. Thank you so much for being here. And if you are interested in more pick a card readings like this, I've got an entire Patreon dedicated to them. So go check that out. That's in my description box. If you are interested in your own personally curated reading for your situation, your vibration, your gyration, head on over to themoonempress.com, book there. You can also book on Etsy or find me at 333theempress@gmail.com. I love you, Group 3, and I'll talk to you later. What's up, Group 4? Trust your intuition, because I promise you, you are here for a reason. Let's see where you're going to be 1 year from now. All right. So you guys went ahead and resonated the most with this love, courage, adventure charm. So right off the bat, I think those are going to be the 3 main words in your vibration over the next year. You might find love. This could be many different forms of love. It could be a passion for career. It could be self-love. This could be love amongst family. Maybe that once were toxic. This just feels like, this could be romantic love. It just feels like love is overpowering your energetic field. Then we have courage and adventure. So I do feel like there could be travel plans. There could be something about moving states, moving countries. I'm hearing province lines. Some of you might be in Canada, but it definitely feels like there's an energy of movement, and strong movement, like movement that is a big, big step towards your growth. That other people might be like, oh my God, that's kind of a crazy thing to do. I think you're like, whatever, it's of me right now. All right, Group 4. So we have the Queen of Cauldrons, Ceridwen. I'm not sure how you say her name, but this is like the Queen of Cups, Cancer energy. We've got the 10 of Spirit. So there's 5 suits in this Celtic Spirit Tarot, and Spirit is one of the suits. So this is like the ultimate stage of enlightenment with the 10 of Spirit. And then we've got the Page of Cups, or the Page of Cauldrons. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Let's dive into this, Group 4. Some of you could be Cancers, by the way. I'm getting Cancer energy or water sign energy all across this, possibly air sign with the 10 of Spirit. But with the Queen of Cauldrons in reverse, this symbolizes that you are finding trouble replacing what you're giving out, right? It's like you give to everybody, but then at the end of the day, there's not enough in your cauldron, in your cup for you. So I feel like you're investing more in self-love. Yeah, because the 10 of Spirit is all about enlightenment, nirvana, if you will. And then we have the Page of Cauldrons in reverse. So the Page of Cauldrons, this is all about following your intuition. This can be about fun. I feel like this is the card of like. This is like when you're feeling an energy and you're like, I like this. This is the Page of Cups energy. But when it's in reverse, you might not be following your intuition. I feel like you got this crazy amount of enlightenment within you, but then it's almost like every time you want to take a step in that direction, you're like, kind of second guessing yourself or not following your intuition. So I feel like over the next year, following your intuition is going to be a big thing. All right, let's get more for you. Group 4, ancient records, if I could talk. So there could be something about the ancestors calling you in a very particular direction. What do you call those? Akashic records? basically the library of all of everything that exists, every thought that exists. I feel like there's something about you having access to it just from being who you are, just from being authentically yourself. Because with all this cups energy, this cauldron energy, I see you as a very powerful manifester. You're someone that has a very powerful intuition. And I feel like there's something about the ancestors, ancient familial lines, maybe even spirit guides kind of giving you a little bit of insight, a little bit of information, a little bit of extra info that you wouldn't have normally otherwise have gotten. And I feel like you get access to this by moving, by movement, by travel. Okay. Let's get more about where group 4 is going to be over the next year. Within a year from now, where will group 4 be? We got the blue candle, tranquility and healing energy. Okay. So I love to see that. I feel like you're focusing on your growth. Oh, you know what? I'm going to keep this out, but before I take this, they're like, you forgot to take your other 2 cards. All right. We have sleepless and attachment. Ooh, sleepless attachment. This is almost making me think 9 of Swords energy, like something is weighing on you. 15 is the number of the Devil card, which is all about attachments, toxic attachments. So I definitely feel like there's something about releasing yourself from that. Yeah, because whatever that is keeping you up at night. It might even be a toxic attachment to a certain mindset, like not following your intuition, not following your instincts when you first get that oomph to do so. But yeah, with this candle energy, tranquility and healing, I feel like we're really, like, you're realizing how powerful your intuition is. I feel like you're taking steps in the right direction that's going to showcase that you're a very powerful manifester, attractor. I'm hearing witch or wizard if you resonate with those terms, but it definitely feels like, it's funny, we have sleepless and then tranquility, which is like calm, sleep, rest. So I feel like we kind of switch energies, switch energetic fields is what I just heard. I'm getting something about quantum leaping. All right, more for group 4. A dog, loyalty, commitment. Some of you could be getting a dog by this time next year, or adding a dog to the dogs that you already have or the pets that you already have. I feel like there's something about loyalty to yourself. I feel like there's a lot about the self in here, and honoring yourself, honoring the moves you're making. I'm hearing motion forward. So yeah, there's something about you taking a leap of faith. And I feel like the leap of faith is just trusting yourself, trusting your intuition. Because I think it's leading you into a very specific direction, but it's away from where you are right now physically. All right, let's get more. Group 4. We've got private photos, away from sensitive eyes, secrets kept hidden, meaningful but private to only self or another. I'd said there was a lot about the self in here. So I am wondering what that is in relation to. And I wonder if the private photos has anything to do with the sleepless attachment. Like maybe there was a toxic ex in the picture, or I also wonder if there was something about, I don't know, I'm kind of getting like nude photos, but also like feeling like you can't sleep at night because you're a little bit worried about like what kind of revenge or something someone might take on you. Maybe that's why we also have that loyalty card right there. Okay. Group 4. What is it that group 4 needs to see? What's the energy for group 4 over the next year? Where will group 4 be 1 year from now? What's the energy? Catching feelings, 146. Romance is blossoming in unexpected places. Feelings sneaking up on you accidentally. Which is funny. I feel like we're getting away from that toxic attachment and moving towards something that you actually really vibe with. And I'm wondering where you're catching feelings here. This could also be someone that's very interested in you. So I see, even with loyalty and commitment too, Someone might be very interested in dating you. You could be dating someone this time next year. Let's get more for group 4. Sculptor, I'm getting something is made, something is being molded, something is being curated. It feels very specific with sculptor. If you're hearing a weird sound in the background, my dog just decided to grab a toy. Let me see if I can get him to stop real quick. Okay. We have textile and fashion design. I think it was group 3 that got this too. Feels like there's very like a very design curated based customized energy with sculptor and textile and fashion design. It's like both of those fields are very particular on what they're creating. So I wonder if that could literally be you sculpting something. You could be into fashion, but I feel like there's something about molding yourself or molding into a very particular design. I feel like there's something about strategizing over the next year. Okay, and becoming the best version of yourself. Group 4, let's talk more about the next year. I also feel like with ancient records and these kind of career-based energies coming out, there could be an energy of ancestors giving you exclusive sneak preview kind of info that you're intuiting, and then you're kind of just intuitively becoming an autodidact or a self-taught, self-made person in a particular field. I feel like a lot of this is coming from spiritual insight, a lot of your skill sets, but I also feel like in terms of love, and we do have love right there, you are going to be in a committed relationship. Come on now. I mean, confirmation right there. I don't know why I had to say it like that, but I did. All right. Some of you could be seeing 444 a lot too. I think this person's going to be a protector or a protectress coming your way, because 444 is a number of protection. And it's funny, we have private photos too and sex. So there could be a little bit of passing around some of your goodies to the person that you are in love with or that you're in life with that Page of Cauldrons. Just make sure you get photos back, because I feel like you give too much. 48, spend time with animals. Some of you are definitely getting a dog or another animal or a pet to add to your, what did I want to say, stash, your stash of pets. I feel like you already have a pet if you're watching this, but if you don't, I feel like pets have been on your mind and you might possibly get one. And just to kind of show you, we got a dog, we've got a cat, we've got an owl, we've got a bird, we got a deer, and we got a squirrel. So maybe there's like a hamster, another type of rodent kind of critter that's making its way into your reality. But it seems like there's something about nurturing energy with all of this group 4. Even with the sex energy, it's like that's the prerequisite to becoming a mother or a parent. So I feel like there's something about nurturing. I feel like nurturing everything, honestly. I'm getting nurturing like your partner with catching feelings and commitment. I'm getting nurturing a dog or a pet. I'm getting nurturing your career. I feel like you're a nurturer, but a lot of your nurturing skill sets come from your ancestors and being embodied and endowed with these really amazing, insightful ancestral downloads. Ooh, I love this. All right, let's get into this. I feel like I'm like, am I missing something? I felt like I was tripping for a second, but I don't think I am. Okay. I was like, am I missing a deck? Group 4. I feel like I'm touching it. Oh, my little ends came off, but so part of me is wondering, because at first it kind of was like looking like food, but then it kind of gives knitting or something, which kind of goes with textile and fashion design. So some of you are definitely getting into fashion. Some of you, maybe you're curating amazing meals, right? That's part of nurturing too. So that could be something that's coming out for you. I'm going to grab one more. Group 4, what do they need to see about where they're going to be this time next year? We have the key. So I feel like there's a lot of insights coming through, a lot of answers, a lot of doors opening for you. I feel like you're going through, I'm hearing walking through a lot of doors. So you're going to be gaining access to a lot of different rooms. And I feel like a lot of these rooms come from higher ups or people of authority. So that's really cool. Let's get more for group 4 this time next year. We got the tree. You're living a long life. Every time I see that tree, I think chi and long life energy. Strong women. May we know them. May we raise them. May we be them. I love that. Yeah, this is the ultimate strong woman, nurturer energy, the ultimate mother energy. I just feel like even if you're a man watching this, you're really taking care of you and yours, whether that's a pet, whether that's a child, whether that's your partner. And I feel like even your ancestors, you're doing them justice and taking care of them and their sacred knowledge by having it come through downloads and acting on it. So this is really, really interesting. I love this so much. I'm hearing to take one more. All right. It's a pomegranate. Love fearlessly. And that's so funny because we also have that message of love right here. Love, courage, adventure, which is almost like that love fearlessly energy. I think some of you are definitely relocating as well. Could be on a whim too. You're just like, I feel like going somewhere. And I actually think it's your ancestors implanting little thoughts in your mind, because I feel like they want you to go on some sort of grand adventure to find love, to create your family, to create your business, or maybe even up your skill sets. So group 4, I hope that resonated. Thank you so much for being a part of this reading. If you are interested in more readings like this, more pick a cards, I've got a Patreon entirely devoted to that. So go check that out in my description box. If you are interested in your own personally curated reading for your eyes only, or whoever you want to show, right? For your vibration, your gyration, right? Head on over to themoonempress.com. We're going to attune it to your calibration. You can also find me on Etsy and at 333theempress@gmail.com. So I love you so much, group 4. Thank you for existing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. And I will see you in the next reading.